From Pang, one climbs to Moriri Plains. From here, one can travel to Leh over the Tanglangla Pass or to Tso Kar, Tso Moriri and Pangong Lakes. Lakes in Ladakh are orogenic, that is, formed by folded earth crust and subsequent sinking of the land mass. Most of the lakes show eutrophication of various levels, that is, they don't support aquatic life. The dissolved salts are high. The Tso Kar has 300 micrograms of phosphate per liter of its water. From Tso Kar, one travels to Sumdo village. It is at the junction of roads to Tso Moriri and Mahe bridge over Indus. Tso Moriri is located in Chanthang Plateau and is surrounded by the elevated valley of Brupsho. The water is alkaline. On the shores, there is a new Gompa. There is a garrison at Karzak. A stream feeding the lake supports the agriculture and the village. Before Mahe, one passes through a narrow gorge. This was our first view of Indus or Sindhu. Numa is a major town in Chantang. It is in the news because of the sporadic Chinese activities in this area. Across the Indus and a part of Karakoram range is the area annexed by China. Historically, the area was in dispute. In 1835, Zorawar Singh annexed Ladakh and pushed through Aksai Chin right up to Manasarovar, but the area remained undefended. In 1865, the British officer Johnson drew the Johnson's Line, which included Aksai Chin in Ladakh. The line was difficult to defend, and Johnson had crossed his political brief, for which strictures were passed against him. In 1890, Britain and China were allies to contain Russian intrusions pan-Afghanistan. China showed interest in Aksai Chin. In 1899, Macartney-MacDonald Line was drawn, which put Aksai Chin in Chinese territory. Neither the Johnson's Line nor the M&M Line was any time formally entered into a treaty. Independent India adopted the Johnson's Line as the border, but failed to provide demarcation and effective control and defense. In 1954, China built a road through Aksai Chin, and India took a note of it only in 1957. Indian Army lacked surveillance, and our information came through wandering nomads herding yaks. In 1962 war, attack on Chushul was imminent. The likely position of attack was through the Spangor Gap. To protect this gap, control and defense of Gurung and Magar Hills, along with Rezong La Pass, at a height of 5,180 meters was important. On the night of 25th October, AMX-13 tanks were airlifted to Chushul at a height of 14,230 feet by AN-12 aircrafts, a historic event in itself. The Gurung and Magar Hills were provided artillery cover, but Rezong La was far too up and away. On the 17th November 1962, the Chinese attacked Gurung Hill. It fell fighting valiantly. Rezong La was held by 13th Kumaon, led by Major Shaitan Singh. Of the 118 men at Rezong La, 109 laid down their lives. 5 men were captured. 4 men returned back alive and told the bloody saga of Rezong La. Now the Shingur Gap was defenseless but for the Magar Hill. The airstrip of Chushul was exposed. The Indian army withdrew to Chushul Valley and laid down an ideal killing field and waited for the second Chinese attack. The second attack never came. Probably the heavy losses at Lesangra deterred the enemy. On the 21st November, Chinese declared a ceasefire. Major Saitan Singh was awarded posthumous Paramveer Chakra. On the banks of Sindhu stands the memorial to the warriors of 13th Kuma. One gets first view of Pangong from far off place. Nearby is the observation and flag meeting post. The Pangong Lake is 140 kilometers in length, 40 kilometers of which is in India. In the geological past, the saline lake had an outlet flowing into Tso River. The 30-40 kilometers drive along the shores of Pangong to Spangmik homestay was the high point of the journey to Pangong. The changing moods of Pangong remain with you for a long time.